Hello everyone! Today we're going to be doing a craft. I'm trying some new things too, so we're going to see how this goes. So let me pull this up over here, pull it up on the Facebook. Oh, let's see. Hopefully this will work. Go, 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 go. Alright, let me see all the things. Okay, so I'm trying some new things, and we're gonna see how this is gonna go. All right, let's go back to my little thing over here. Okay, so I've got it pulled up in all the places. I'm gonna send out broadcasts because I have a broadcast channel on Facebook, and I send them a message. All right, I think I've got everything fixed. Y'all, this software is really hard to use. Let's see. Hello, Soil Therapy. Isn't your name Dawn? I feel like I remember your name was Dawn. I could be wrong. I very much could be wrong. Let's see. Alrighty, let's copy this and send out the alert. We're going to be doing a craft today. Hello. I remembered. I'm so proud of myself. I don't usually remember, but I remembered this time. Let's see. Let's go. Y'all, I lost it. I lost it again. I lost it. Channel. Nope. That's not how that works. Tools. Chats. Well, it was just here. This happened last time and I couldn't figure out what to do. Hello, Jessica. Hello, everyone. Hello, all the people on the internet. We're going to do a project. Give me just 1 second. I'm trying to remember how to do this. And I don't remember. How about all? I just want it to work. Where is my stuff? Facebook needs to get it together. They make it entirely too hard to find anything. It's usually right here. Where are you? No, it's not what I want. Go over here. We're going to... I don't want to create a channel. I want to send the message. Y'all, for everything on this planet Earth, I swear, it was here yesterday. Don't know why it is not working for me today. Let me see if I can go over here. Let me see if I can open it this way. What did I do? How did I do it last time? That's not it. Y'all, thank you for your patience. I am really trying to figure out what the heck I did wrong. It's usually right here. And then it disappeared. What's on your mind? What's on my mind? You don't even want to know what's on my mind. What I do know is that this is not working. Cancel. Turn the ringer off. Y'all, I don't understand why I don't have my little tools. It's usually at the top of my thing. See if we close it and bring it back up. It's still not there. I don't understand. It's not what I want to do. You know, you would think that I'd be prepared. Okay, well, if you are just tuning in, we are going to do a project. Hello, everyone. Welcome. If you are new here, my name is Amber. I love to do crafts and DIYs, and I absolutely hate Facebook Messenger. I I hate this because I know where it's at and it's just not here. Let's see. If I go to myself, more. Don't understand why it is not working. See all of your info. Little gear? No. Little gear is not working. Okay, well, no one's going to get sent a broadcast today because I cannot figure out how to do it. So, it is what it is. It should be here on the channel. Okay. I despise this. Do you know how irritating this is? I think it's the principle of the situation because it was all there and then it just disappeared. It just is not here. And then when I go to do it, it's not there. Oh, channels. Oh, you have to swipe. Y'all, they changed it. They moved it. They moved it. It's a swipe now. It's a swipe. Swipe or no swiping. Oh, gosh. Hello, friends. Hello, hello. Let me copy this. Let me send it out in the broadcast. Space, paste, paste, paste. And then I'm going to pull it up. So I have my YouTube over here on my computer. I will put it on my phone, and then I've got Facebook on this iPad here. And I have it on the charge because my battery's about to die. We do have a Whatnot sale this evening. We have the craft kits. We have the craft kits going on the Whatnot tonight. All right, let me switch my little thing here. Let's do this one. So if you are on YouTube, there should be an option to have a vertical or a landscape. And I don't know how it's working. I set it up to do both. It's supposed to do a multi, so you can watch the vertical version and then the whatever. But this over here is the it's kind of like this is like a super zoomed out version. Give me just 1 second. Let's see. Alrighty. Let's go back to my little window. Perfect. So, if you are watching, we're going to craft one of these. I've picked this one to craft. I'm going to take it out the bag so it's not so shiny. But there's 3 different versions of this. And we're going to do this one today. And the reason we're doing this one is because it's 3 o'clock and I also have the Whatnot tonight. And I need to be able to do that. And have plenty of time. Hello, everyone. If you missed it yesterday, we did a really cute craft kit. It's the cabinet interchangeable insert. Like the cabinet top. So much fun. So much fun. Alright, we're going to get our wax paper. And I picked my colors. I picked my colors for this one. Let me see if I can zoom this one out on here. Y'all, let me see if I can zoom this out really quick. Bear with me. I'm going to try to zoom it just a little like so it's a little bit better. It's going to be a little it should fit in the frame now. It should fit in here. Good afternoon, everyone. So super cute. So this is going to be great for like the 4th of July. It's going to be great if you just want to do like American craft, like, you know, your patriotic crafts. It's just super cute. Yeah, so this overlays onto this backboard, and this just leans. You just prop it up. You just prop it up. It's so adorable. Okay, this is how it's going to work. Right here. Okay. And then my daughter-in-law is texting me. Give me just a second. She's sending me a message. Okay, never mind. It's not important. Hello, everyone. Welcome. You got these and you can't wait to see. Well, let me show you my colors. This is what I've picked, okay? And I was thinking of waxing this and distressing it. So we have white. We have just Snow White. We have Golden Straw. We have Lush Green. I picked Deep Midnight Blue. I picked all of my favorite colors. I also have Tuscan Red because I'm a lover of that one too. I also have Asphaltum. I love this. It's very close to like the Apple Barrel's Burnt Umber. This one's really, really nice. And then we also have Light Mocha that I'm probably going to mix with the white. And then I also have this Winter Blue that I wasn't really sure if I wanted to do like something somewhere. I don't know. But I don't know. We'll see. It'll come to me when we get this done. Hello, hello. You remember when I used the other paper? Oh, the other, I do have, so the other paper fits my other workstation. This wax paper I use because the big roll goes past the width, the depth of my table, and I can't use it over here. It's too big. But I do love that white craft paper. It's really nice. It's really nice. All right, so this is layered. So you have a frame that goes on top. So there's like 3 different layers to this. You put your little frame on. So we're gonna paint those a different color. Okay, and then you layer it like this. And then your little flower bits go on. And it's layered also. So all these little flower bits go on top. I probably have them in the wrong place. I'm sure we can figure that out. And then they layer on like so. So this is how it's gonna look. Ain't it cute? Isn't it cute? I love it. This is gonna be super cute. All right, so I'm thinking I am going to go ahead and wax this. And I'm going to use the brown on the frame, like the brown paint over the brown wax. And I'm going to wax it with the dark wax because I really want a distressed look for this. So we're going to wax that. We're going to do all these little bits here. And this is going to be so stinking cute. Now, the white is going to go in here because your stars are going to shine through the blue. Okay, so we need to remember, like, we got to paint just specific areas, okay? All right, so this is the dark sealing wax. I get it on Amazon. It's like a paste. Y'all, I was eating popcorn last night, and I bit the inside of my mouth, like, on my cheek. And now when I talk and say certain things, I keep biting it again because it's really irritated. It's unfortunate. All right, so we're going to grab us some of this paste wax. And I've loaded my brush up because I used quite a bit of it yesterday. And I also just used the lid. So we are going to wax all up in this area. Okay, it's going to shine through. We don't have to do all of it, just where the stars are going to be. So I need to do a little bit more right there. Hello, Amy. Oh, my autism awareness. So my youngest son, Caden, has autism. And I have the autism awareness ribbon on my wrist. Yes. Yes. Everyone asks me what it's about, and then it gives me a chance to talk about it. Yep, he has Asperger's. So he does really well. He has a lot of like social struggles and like social anxiety. Anyone who has a kid or a family member with autism kind of understands that everybody's a little bit different. All right, so we're going to do this part. Now remember, this is going to get covered. So we don't got to do the border, but we do want to do our flowers, okay, because they overlay. So we're going to do the little flowers here. Be really careful if you get this kit, that these little stick flowers are really delicate. then they can, so do you see how they're like movie, like they move? So just be really careful. I'm actually going to hold that. And you do want to paint these, okay? This just overlays on top, so you're still going to see some of that underneath. Y'all, the machines are running. We are going 90 to nothing today. Ooh, that one is a little delicate right there. Very, very delicate. Your son is 33. Doing really well, living on his own. Well, we're working towards that. We are really working towards that. My son is 22. And independent living can be a challenge for some, not all, for some. But that is one of the things that we are trying to like just be supportive in, you know. He also has like obsessive compulsive things. I mean, not like some people who have like OCD. Some people have their own different challenges, but I don't know. I feel like sometimes people's diagnoses are very, like they're the same but different. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Your daughter's 33, has learning disabilities. You know, the thing is, we have so many services and things available for people. The therapy, the treatment, all the things that we took advantage of like a lot of stuff. We did a lot of early intervention. So some things that he would probably struggle more with, he doesn't really struggle with as much. But there's, he does not like the unexpected change. He is very like routine. If you give him something like it's last minute, it's not usually going to end well. It's not going to end well. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. If you just got here, if you just arrived here, my name is Amber. And I've been doing streaming on the YouTube, on the Facebook. We've been doing all the things. And we're just trying new stuff. We're trying to reach new people, trying to inspire. And we are so glad to have you here. And I just wanted to say I appreciate you so much. So we've been uploading things. I've been mostly streaming on Facebook for since 2015. Well, not necessarily streaming, but when Facebook Live was a thing, we used it. We used it a lot, and we've been using it ever since. But I love to do the crafting tutorials to show people how to use our wood cutouts. We actually, that noise you hear probably in the background is our laser machines running. So we have machines that we use to cut all these kits. And and then I come on here and show people how to use them. So welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, we're going to do our stripes. We're going to do the stripes, and we're just going to focus on, we're not going to really have to focus too much on the edges, but I do want to do the little stripes here. Let's see. Hello, sprinkled everyone. Thank you. They are the same, but not the same. That's true. That is true. Well, I think people can be really judgmental, if I'm being honest. People get to, people nowadays, everybody's got an opinion. Everybody thinks that things got to be a certain way. Everybody's got their thoughts. But everyone can be not everyone, that's probably not the words I should use, but sometimes people can just be really judgmental when they don't understand because they're not a part of like a dynamic of things, or you know what I'm saying. He was what considered a COVID baby. Well, Caden is not nonverbal. He is very verbal. He has a very high IQ. So sorry. I have no idea who is trying to call my phone. No clue. So sorry about that. Anyways, I forgot what I was saying. Completely forgot what I was saying. There's a piece in there. Needs to go. It gone. Oh my goodness. Come on, come on, come on. Where are you connected? There it is. It was a little piece in the middle. Alright, let's check it. I probably should have just done the whole thing. Alright, so I'm doing a dark wax on this because I want it to look really aged and distressed and kind of antique-y, and I call it gross. I call it gross looking. So I want it to look pretty aged. Do you have tutorials on the stained glass things? I have a whole bunch of tutorials on stained glass things. If you go to, if you are on Facebook, you can comment the word tutorial, and Facebook will send you a link to our Vimeo where we host all of our videos that we download. I have uploaded edited ones onto YouTube. There's an entire YouTube playlist. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll be able to find the playlist for all the stained glass, sun catchers, crushed glass art, resin art, all the things like that. You'll be able to see those there. If you comment sun catcher on, y'all, keywords only work on Facebook. Keywords only work on Facebook. If you comment sun catcher, the automation that is set up will take you to the all things laser cutouts, crushed glass, resin. And on that page is information where you can go and check it out. It'll tell you, like, click here to go watch this video or whatever. It's there. Alright, so we've got our pieces stained. And I'm going to wipe these with a paper towel. And then we're going to start painting. So we're going to get to the fun stuff here momentarily. Y'all. Right here. Eating popcorn. I bit the inside of my cheek. I feel like I'm just keep re-injuring it. So you want to wipe off the excess. And just be really delicate not to break anything. Oh my goodness. Y'all, all the shirts from Whatnot went out today. They are headed your way. Super excited for everybody to get their t-shirts, and I cannot wait for you guys to see our new stuff on Tuesday. We have lots of new stuff. So the first 3 shows we did was stuff we had in our shop. Oh, you crackled? I thought about crackling. I really did. But I was like, no, I'm gonna distress. I'm gonna age it, make it look gross. Oh gosh. But anyways, the new stuff on Tuesday is stuff I wanted to show that we just didn't get a chance to put out. So it'll all be, and the new colors. We actually have 5 new colors. We have a charcoal color too that comes through 4X. It's not the 5X colors, but it is a 4X. Hello, Deb. Hello, everyone. Welcome. All right. Everything has been wiped off. We've got all the excess off of here. Now we're going to start painting. But first, let me try and wipe off some of this wax off of here. It's not completely going to go away, but I am going to try to wipe it off. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I gotta text somebody. I had to tell them I was in I'm in a meeting. I'm in a meeting. One of our AC units in our warehouse is not working. So, I had to call the AC service guy. Let's see. I went to the birdhouse, but I don't know how or understand how to buy the glass. So, yes, Jody is, correct. So, Tammy, if you want to do the hummingbird, let me show you really quick. Can I show you really quick? Everyone can just watch, shall we? So go to my shop. Oh, I'm already there. So we're going to go to the shop. When you go to the menu, like when you go up here to this menu or on the main page, it doesn't matter where you go. If you go to the collections and you go where it says glass, resin, sun catchers, and then there's all these different things here. If you click on this little line here, like where it just says this, it says resin and glass art, shop the collections. Okay, this is the outlines only. This is for people who buy in bulk, who want to teach classes or workshops. This says cutout and glass kits right there. This says variety packs, which I still need to update this variety pack. There is a couple variety packs there. All crushed glass, 1 to 3 millimeter crushed glass, 3 to 6 millimeter, reflective, canvas projects, just canvases, outlines that are like monograms, and then we have the little hollows. Then we have a resin right here, and then it tells you to use transfer paper as a backer. That's what I use for the backer. And then it says watch tutorials here. You can watch tutorials here. Takes you to the YouTube playlist. Okay, so you just got to comment the word suncatcher if you're watching on Facebook. Okay, so when you come to this page, okay, then you can go down here, and then there's a lookbook that you can get. And then this basically is just a visual to tell you like how to get started. Step 1, choose your outline. Step 2, choose your crushed glass. Step 3, step 4, step 5, so on and so forth. And then you can open the guide. Okay, so here we go. It's going to open this little guide here. Well, it should open. It's thinking. It's thinking. This has written instructions. Okay, so if you scroll past all these are just so you can see all the different outlines. Okay, these are for people who like teach classes, who print this book, and then you see all the glass. Okay, this is a chunky glass, this is a reflective glass, this is showing you like this is a glass I used to create this one. Just some examples. Here's another one here, another is the hummingbird. Okay, and then this is a clickable Amazon list. Okay, then we have the suncatcher information, step-by-step instructions. So if you are a written instructions person and you want to go through the written instructions, there is 2 pages of written instructions, and then each one of these little blocks here, you can click it, like you can tap the little link where it says watch the video, click here, and it pulls open the video. Obviously there's like ads on here, but so that's the guide. So the instruction and lookbook. And then this is shop the entire collection of this. This is glass. It's just a lot of repeat because, you know, people scroll down and it's like, okay, remember, this is where you can go to get this. Bulk, and then just different things. Again, more tutorials are linked there. Check out the Amazon. Frequently asked questions. It's a whole landing page of information to get you started. If there is something on here that you cannot buy your glass, do your thing with the tutorial, then reach out to me and I will do my very best to provide support for you. So if you comment the word Suncatcher, the link that's going to get sent to you in Messenger on Facebook is going to send you to this page. This is where you go. And then each one of these outlines has a style number. And they are, this is in reverse order, so it's new to old. You can go old to new. So old to new, and sort it, and it will just reverse the order, and it starts 1 and it goes all the way through. So some of these have finished pictures, some of them do not, some of them I've crafted, some customers have crafted, and you can go see, and they're all numbered. And there's 8 pages, and I'm working on adding more. So just to help you get started, that's where you can find it. Give me just a second. Y'all, I have this text box open, and everything I just said just recorded in the audio recording on my phone. I'm like, I do not want to do talk to text. So silly. Everything I just said, I have to delete it out of the chat. Oh my goodness. I will deal with that later. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Okay. So, back to what we were doing over here. Okay. Back to what we're doing. Let's see. Alrighty. Okay, should be working. Alright, so I said we were going to paint this frame brown. We're going to do a little aging with the dark brown, or the dark brown here. All right, we're going to use these colors. Okay, so we're going to do red and white for stripes. We're going to do white for our stars. Okay, do white for our stars. We're going to do our flowers. We're going to do our stems green. Okay, I'm going to use a mix of makeup sponges and probably brushes. Scissors. And I'm going to use these sponges and I'm going to cut in half. I need a plate. Oh my goodness. Hello, Queen Mother 12. Hello, hello. Hello, Brenda Herbs. Hello. Welcome. How are you doing? I'm doing fantastic over here. My nose is running. Alright, we're going to do our stems. And we're doing them green. Cute. This is lush green. You like how I talk with my hands? Some people tell me that it's obnoxious. You're doing good today? Well, awesome. I talk too much. I don't talk enough. I talk with my hands. I'm too over the top. I'm too, like, I need to tone it down. You know what? You just can't please them all. So, I just do what I want to do. Alright, we're going to do our flowers white, I think, with yellow tops. Okay, so I'm going to do my yellow tops with the golden straw. And we're going to use that other sponge. I'm just going to use it out of the lid. I'm just perfect. Bless your heart. I think it's a lot of the people who just haven't been here and they're new. Then there's some people who have been here for a while and they just tell me, they're like, I just stopped watching you because every time you're on, all you do is say hello to all the people. Then you talk and then like you get sidetracked. I'm like, listen, ma'am, you can watch on the replay and you can tailor the experience to your own liking. And you know what the awesome thing is? The replay is fast forwardable. It's fast forwardable. People who talk with their hands is so cute. I wish I didn't. I don't always do it. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like there's a time and a place, and I don't even really necessarily know that I'm doing it, but it is a thing. It is a thing. You look forward to the chatting and the crafting? I do too. I do too. I like to have random conversations as well. I've grown a little bit more challenged in trying to like craft and chat at the same time. I used to be really good at that. I could have a whole conversation. Sometimes I can. I think it just depends on the day, if I'm being really honest. And then some days I'm like, I gotta stay focused or I'll forget my whole idea. Mostly it's me forgetting what my vision was and going, okay, what was I gonna do? I don't remember what I was gonna do. But, yeah, I do. I love to chat. You miss my late night chats? Well, I used to come on and chat. I did. That's why you watch me chat? I love to chat. I love to talk. Give me a topic. We can have a whole conversation and I will get lost in it. I'm undecided whether I want to use, I think I want to use the light mocha on the flowers, and I'm going to use the bright white on the flag, so that the flowers are a little bit different than the white stripes. You like how I say hi to everyone? You like that I talk about random things? Well, I'm mostly, so this past year, like back in 2025, I'm going to be really honest. I needed to have more work-life balance, especially as a business owner. I need a work-life balance. And so I was like, I need to be able to go home and be with my family. And now I have been working a lot more recently because we just have a lot of stuff going on. And we're doing a lot of new things this year. And so that is, it's just par for the course when you own your own small business. Like, nobody's going to come in and do it but you. And so sometimes I'm like, I got to be here late. Some days I don't. But last year, I gave up my evening crafting because I would be at the warehouse. I wouldn't craft all day. I would go home, typically late, and then I would barely have time to like eat, visit with my family, and then I would be out in the little crafty shed, 9 or 9:30, and then I'm out there until like midnight, and then I got to do it again. And so I really tried to say, okay, I need to regulate my life. While I do love the nighttime crafting, and I am very much a night owl, I needed to balance my life a little bit better.
Hey.
Yeah.
Sorry. AC got you.
Oh, hey. Mark.
Yeah.
Hold on. Y'all, can you give me just a second? Give me The flowers you have overlays, but you're still going to see them. You're still going to see them under there. I need to go talk to the AC guy and tell him we have 2 units and they're not working. The AC guy is here. I will be right back. So somebody keep everyone informed, okay? Just keep everyone informed. Let me switch it back to this. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I just had to go and tell the guy we have 2 big commercial units, and one of them is just not coming on for the whole other side. So where we pack our orders, where the t-shirts are, we have no air conditioning on that side. And so our t-shirt room is getting really humid, and we've got 2 dehumidifiers in there trying to keep the moisture out. Thank you, Dawn, for sharing that with everyone. I am back. I am back. If y'all could see these huge units, they're enormous. But we have to have them because we have like 6,000 square feet and we gotta cool it. And each side of our units have their own AC. So this side here has, it's working over here, but it ain't working over on the other side, so I'm sure you can imagine what that's like. It's no fun. I was not made, oh, I got white everywhere. I was not made for no AC. I need air conditioning. It just gets so humid here. Too humid. Alright, we're just doing a single coat on these flowers, and I'll touch up that green. I should have used a brush. I will definitely have to fix that. Alright, let's go back over this just one more little time. 79 in Fresno. We were supposed to have a lot of rain today. Said thunderstorms were coming, but we never got any. So, but it's warm out. I'm gonna have to break out my summer dresses. I should have did the green last. You're waiting for snow? Oh gosh, I always say this, I would move. After 3 days of the 70s and 80s, it's snowing. Snowing? No thank you. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, 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 no. No, no, no. All right, so flowers are done. We need to fix our green. So let's go into our little green here. And let's clean that up because I did make a little bit of a mess. Whoops. No, I need to use a paintbrush. We need a paintbrush. We need a paintbrush. Pretty sure I just got paint on my face. I'm gonna get a paintbrush. All right, let's use a little tiny brush. I want you to know, anyone who cares, it's clean. My water is clean. And I cleaned up all my brushes. So I feel very accomplished. It's snowing in Virginia. What is up with the weather, y'all? That just don't make no sense. I know, right, Karen? Normally I just ignore it until it gets really bad and I have to address it. Alright, so our flowers are done. I feel like I did pretty good. Alright, we got our little bits. Several snow issues the next few days. 54 degrees in Atlanta. Let me see what the weather is currently. I feel like it's really nice out. Let's check the first alert weather. It is currently 69 degrees. I feel like it's way warmer than that. And tomorrow's gonna be it's gonna get down to 57 on Tuesday. And then look, Saturday the 21st is gonna be back up to 83. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Okay, now we want to paint this here white. I'm going to take my pink pokey tool and I'm going to just go over it. I just want to paint this area right here. So let's use, we're going to do bright white for our stripes and our stars. And I'm going to just use a sponge. I'll probably regret that. Ha ha! Look at that! Cute, cute, cute. Alright, let's get us another sponge and let's do our blue. Let's do our blue. Hello, Jerry! Hello, hello! Welcome, everybody. This year's been a crazy year for weather. I'm hoping my palm trees are not dead, because they are not looking very happy. We got all that snow and it froze. We did not properly prep our palm trees. And y'all, those trees were expensive. And they're looking real brown. Like they're dying. I hope not. The pool people are coming tomorrow to fix our pool pump. like our filter. I did say that last year. They ended up not coming back. We had to cut off the ones that were dead, and it was the lower ones. You know how you just trim the palms. We have Sylvester palms. We have 2 of them. All right, so my blue looks pretty good. All right, so let's see if we want to do another coat of white. I do think I want to do another coat of white on this. So let's do one more. Our stars, and then we're going to do our stripes. So let's do red, white, red, white, red. So we're going to do this. Let's go this way. I really should probably get a brush. I'm definitely out of the lines. I really should do better. You're never on Facebook anymore? I'm pretty sure I followed you on Facebook for years. Probably. A lot of people left Facebook and they just don't. I'm still over there. I'm currently live on the Facebook. But yeah, there's a lot of people who don't do Facebook anymore. Y'all, this looks kind of crazy, but I just gotta trust the process. I'm gonna use a brush for the red. I'm in the Savannah area, so you would think that I don't know. I am in the region where the tree should be okay. That don't mean they will. I love it so far. All right, we're gonna do our red. This one for the red. These are so cute. He was building a house, I think, or moving. I left shortly after that. Oh my gosh, do you know how long? This is our 4th summer in our house. We moved into our house in 2021. Girl, that was a long time ago. That was so long ago. Yeah, we were building our house during COVID. Yeah. This is gonna be our 3rd summer. I think it's our 3rd summer with our pool. Maybe it's our 4th. I don't know. We've been in this warehouse for 3 years. So we're going into year 4, so it is our 3rd summer. I'm very excited for summer. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. Oh, that's goopy. That's goopy. Alright. Let's see. All this goopy stuff is just gross. March 13th of 93 when we had the blizzard in Atlanta. I lived in 93, in 1993. Where was I in 93? I was in Mississippi. Maybe I was in Indiana. I don't know. I'm from my childhood, my middle school through high school years were in Mississippi. But some of my childhood was in Indiana. But I feel like I was in Mississippi at that time. Time is flying by so quick, isn't it? It's like you blink and it's a whole nother year has gone by. A whole year. We have birthdays coming up next week. Riley's gonna be 4. I just cannot believe Riley's gonna be 4. Sawyer's gonna be 2. Avery just turned 7. Those girls want to craft so much. I want to craft with them this weekend. I'm going to try tomorrow and cut them some things that they can craft. They have been asking and asking. Happy birthday to the kiddos. Yes. And March 20th is Michelle's birthday. My daughter-in-law. She is the mom to the kiddos. Look at that. Just would you look at that. I am going to do a second coat on this white. This is going to be so... Look at that! I can't even... Alright, let me clean my brush out. Y'all, if you're on Facebook and you want to check these out, you can comment the word fresh. They are on page 3 currently. They're also like in, I believe, the Patriotic collection as well. So you can find them there. He was hit by a tornado, so I don't have time for social media, but ended up getting really sick trying to fix your... oh my gosh, now you have too much time on social media. I see. Yeah, Avery is 7. She's 7. Try not to get the white on the red. 4 and 2. Oh, yeah? Yep. Hello, Barb. Hello, everyone. All right, we only have a few more things to paint. We do have to still paint our flowers over here. But I was thinking of doing another layer to give some dimension with another shade. But I think I'm just going to keep the same color. I'm losing bristles. bristle. Alright. I did kind of a messy coat. Alright, let's lay it on top of here. Let's see how it looks. We are going to distress the mess out of this, just so you know. I'm going to distress it. Alright. This will look cool with a gray frame too. I'm going to use a sponge for these, so we're going to set these over here. We're going to get all of our little flower bits, and then we're going to start doing the thing. So this is light mocha, and this is the white, so you can see the difference. It's like an old white. I really like the light mocha. If you guys are watching, we have our Whatnot show tonight for our craft kits. So be sure, if you're on Facebook, comment the word show. I will make a post and I'll tell you guys about it again. And if you're on YouTube, the Whatnot information is in the description. We did our t-shirts on Tuesday. And today is going to be craft kits. And then Michelle's going to come in Friday and we're going to plan our next craft kit show. And we have a lot of interchangeable inserts. And so we're trying to figure out the best way we want to go about that one. Let's dry these. Oh goodness, y'all. I was up entirely too late last night. I'm almost done with the series Poldark, and so I was up late eating popcorn, watching Poldark. I'm in season 5. It's such a good series. If those flowers are sunflowers, you'd want it. Well, this is not my design. Terry, I'm going to show you in just a second. This, I wish that she had sunflowers. I might be able to try to modify it. She does not want people to modify her design, so I typically don't. But this would be really cool. But I could also just ask her if she can make it with sunflowers, because that would be really pretty too. There are 2 other versions of this. There is these little flowers here that are kind of round, which would be really cute to do like a pastel kind of color. And there's also this, which could be kind of like, you could do it like lavender. It's got the little other type of flowers. So there's 3 different versions. I'm doing this one today because I thought this would be super cool for spring, or, you know, just prepping for. You love Poldark? Inez. Oh my gosh. I wasn't sure about watching it, so I watched Victoria, and as soon as I was done watching Victoria, it recommended to watch Poldark, and I was like, Poldark? Wonder what that's about. So I started watching, and I was like, I'm so glad I watched this. It's an older series. It's not even on anymore, but it's still really good. All right, now for our frame. So somebody asked, why did I distress this first? Because number one, I'm going to show you on the back here in just a second. So let's flip this over. Let's flip this over, and we're going to have a lesson right here, and I'm going to do a split with the wax and no wax, so we can have a little lesson really quick. So this is the dark wax. It changes the color. It changes the color. And then when you distress it, this particular wax is really good about distressing like really aged, like in a really aged look. So we've got one side that's waxed. Okay. Wipe off the excess. And we're going to use white as the example. Really quick, let me clean off my brush. Okay, so we have, I'm going to use bright white, okay? And we're going to go across the top of this. And I'm going to show you. The difference in the two. Okay, so we've done one coat over here, one coat over here. Do you see how this, like, this is the divider, okay? This is your divider. Okay, so this is where wax is, this is where wax is not. Do you see the difference? And you can see like an under hue where it looks a little darker, and this is a lot brighter. The base of this is a yellow, the base of this is a brown. So when I want to go with this palette, I want to stain first. If I don't mind going over here, then I don't. So if I want my color to stay a little bit more true, I will do just the wood. And then I'm going to show you how they distress after it's done drying. Even the darker colors are different. They are. But I'm going with the white just to show an example. Okay. So I have this sandpaper here. It's really rough. And then I have this sandpaper here that is not so rough. This is 120 grit. This is 80 grit. So we've got two different ones. So I'm going to take this lighter grit and I'm going to just sand over this. And you can see that it just kind of pulls through like so. I'm going to take this one and you can see how this doesn't really distress down. This wax is water-based, but it repels, so the paint kind of lays on top of it really well. This paint starts to soak into the wood, so it's a little, it doesn't distress as much. It stays more, you get more coverage. This really easily distresses just with barely going over it. Now if I go a little rougher, I can get it to come down on this side, but not a lot. Not a lot at all. And then you can also go back over it and age it. And you can antique it a little bit more. So do you want this look or do you want to go with more coverage? So I always kind of look at something and I think, okay, what kind of style am I going to go for? I want it to look more distressed, scratchy, grungy, not so much coverage. Just varies. And then you can see the difference in the hues. Like this one is going to be darker, this one's going to be lighter. So now you kind of know. You never seen that? I do it all the time. I do it all the time. I'm very much like, hold on. Let me show you what we did yesterday. So yesterday, you guys missed it if you did not see yesterday's video. So yesterday we did this one. And I did the same thing. I waxed it, painted it, distressed it. And then I did a honeycomb stencil, and that's wax. The honeycomb pattern is the wax. But I did the scratchy. You see how it's really distressed looking? How it's very aged. there is a difference in the two. So you can see, like, if you don't wax, we would have had more of a brighter white look versus waxing gave us this kind of look.
Bad shape. I'm not sure. Is the AC in bad shape? No, it's really not. It's up there. I'm not sure.
Hold on, y'all.
Error code for something, but it wouldn't tell me the error code, so there's something.
Is there an
wrong.
error?
Sorry?
Is there an error on it?
There was an error code on the board, but when I went to check the error code, it reset. So now it's running. So I don't even know what the error code was. It was in a lockout.
Well, we haven't turned it on. This is the first time we tried to turn it on since running heat.
Okay.
So it didn't even come on for the AC.
Okay.
So I don't know if maybe that matters.
It could have been a lock. Has it been cold on that side?
No. That's what made us turn the we've had the
But I
heat
mean,
on.
during the winter, was it ever cold on that
No,
side?
the heat was working fine over there, and then when we went to switch it over to AC, she kept saying, like, it's, my sister kept saying it's not coming on, and I was like, that's weird.
Well, it's the thermostat is satisfied.
Okay,
So 70, what was it, 74, 75?
Yeah.
It's 70 over there now.
okay.
So.
So y'all have not been here since 2024 to service them. Should we do a service call on these?
I would leave that up to Harry because the only thing that we would check on this is charge and capacitors.
Okay.
And I don't know. I mean, maybe change filters.
Which we have changed the filters.
Yeah. Well, I guess what I'm getting at is.
It's not like a house service call where
No.
they come and do all
Yeah,
those things.
exactly. It's a package unit. It's all outside, so we're not so
Oh.
concerned with the drain lines. We're not so
Gotcha.
concerned with things like that. It's like now if you just want to make sure the capacitors are still good, the belts are healthy, but
I
we
know
just changed the
we
capacitors
did, but
and we
there was
replaced the
something
belts, I
that
think.
was back ordered that he didn't replace that he said will need replaced and to let it go. But it was on this other unit,
was it the fan motor?
possibly.
Because I know we've done both of them.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask him because I'm not sure.
He has it in the notes of the order, like the work that he did.
Okay.
If you just want to check on that, let me know, and then
Okay.
have him send me an invoice for the work
Yeah.
today.
I guess what for us to do a PM it is essentially a service call.
Okay.
And so I don't know. It's almost like, and it's always not a guarantee,
Right.
right? Because I don't. There's no way for us to test like that one over there. Let's say it's a board. There's no way for me to test the board unless the board is already broken.
Gotcha.
So it's one of those. It's like
Okay.
it gets.
So just keep an eye on
Yeah,
it.
it gets a little funky because there's not really a lot to prevent.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it
Like
does.
check the charge, check the capacitors.
Gotcha.
And then we'll see,
Wait and see? Okay.
if it works.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds good.
And so I can leave. I'll let him know that you're interested in that. But
Yeah,
he may
it's
tell
been
you,
2 years since he
Yeah.
came.
he may tell you the same. Usually when we service big equipment like that, it's like for a place that they don't do any maintenance to whatsoever. Like usually it's like change the filters,
We're
all of that. So
we try to keep up.
yeah.
Okay.
So and usually it's like a store or the YMCA
Okay.
where they have like multiple.
Gotcha.
This one is,
Okay.
it's just too, I'm not saying that they're not important, but
Yeah.
they're easy to maintain
Gotcha.
as they are.
Okay.
So
Sounds
I would
good.
just hate for you to pay for 2 service calls
I know.
and then we don't catch
Well,
something
I just
and
didn't
then
know
you end
how
up paying
often
for
we need to
service.
do it because it's been 2 years.
You can check the capacitors, but those have 5-year warranties and we use top shelf.
I'm pretty
capacitors.
sure that the first one over here got a new capacitor.
We did, I want to say we replaced all of them.
It's on this side. This side.
And that one, remember, like a week later, the fan went out
Oh,
on
you're
the other
right.
one?
It did.
'Cause we
Okay.
ended up doing both.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So it should be good. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
And again, I don't know exactly. It kicked an error.
Okay.
I don't know what the error was. When I hit the button for it to tell me the error code, everything came on. Because at first, just the fan was running, but no compressors. So I took the doors off and was tracing the wire, trying to figure out
Okay.
did we have a safety out, something like that.
Well, if it does it again,
hopefully, well, this is what I was talking to Harry about. Hopefully, it doesn't do it again. But if it does, it'll let me see the error code.
Okay.
Because I'm not entirely sure why it was in the lockout.
Okay.
So it'll do that. The indoor fan will run, but it won't allow anything else to run.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not very familiar with your. They all do the same thing.
Okay.
They just do it differently.
Okay.
So,
Sounds good.
yeah.
All right.
It's cool over there. Well, it's 70 in that room.
Okay.
I don't know about the other rooms. It almost sounds like in order to get those other rooms in check, you would need some kind of you would need a sensor in each room saying like, hey, this room's not satisfied, keep running.
Well, that one, the furthest room, that one is always stayed the hottest.
Okay.
So, but you would think with that powerful unit, just in this is 6,000 square feet with 2 units.
Yeah, it depends on the location of the thermostat.
That one's back here, the other
Yeah.
one's back there.
Yes, but the issue is
Can we put a sensor in that one to help trigger that?
you can. That would be the easy workaround. The downside to that would be that room now would be satisfied, and then the room that the thermostat's in would probably be cold.
So what if we put it in the middle room?
You don't have control over the problem is the rooms are compartmentalized,
Oh, I
right?
see.
So it's almost like if I went to your house and I put the thermostat in your bathroom, and then I said, all right, when the bathroom satisfies,
Gotcha.
well then the rest of the house is hot, but the bathroom's fine.
The bathroom's
see?
fine. Okay.
And that's a control issue. Usually there's like there's a right way to do it, and then there's like the easy way. The right way can be very expensive
Okay.
because you're talking about dampers, damper controls, zone boards.
Okay, that's a whole other conversation. That's a
yeah.
whole conversation for someone
And that's what I'm
else.
saying.
Yeah.
Usually when you bring all of that up, it's like, well, maybe the room isn't
Yeah.
that bad.
I think it'll be fine. We'll watch it and see how it goes.
It really should be, that thermostat really should be like in the hallway where it's not, it still doesn't give you control of the rooms, but at least it's in a neutral area.
Well, the thing about the hallway is part of this controls part of the hallway, and then part of that one controls the other part of the hallway. So they work together to cool the hallway.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 vents, and they are powered on different sides.
Yeah, it just wasn't.
It was not. It was
wasn't
not
laid
done
out
properly.
very.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Okay.
thought out very well. Maybe
Sounds
the
good.
walls weren't here when they did it. I don't know.
Possibly.
But that's usually what you see when you come into a place. You're like, none of it makes sense. The
Yeah.
walls weren't there.
Correct.
So.
Okay. All right.
Well, it's running, and
Okay.
if it happens again, we'll just see if we can figure out the code.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much
Yes,
for
ma'am.
coming. I appreciate it.
Can I go through this back door?
Yes, absolutely. Oh, goodness. Well, we have AC. We have air conditioning. So sorry, y'all. I put in a service request like a week ago, and then they finally came today. So thank you for your patience. Thank you so much for your patience. Even the darker colors are different. Oh, yeah, I'm all caught up now. Okay, so now that everything's done, we're going to work on our frame. Okay, we're going to work on our frame. And that I'm going to do with a little bit of the dark brown paint. So we're going to put some paint on here with our brush. Oh, I am a person who, when someone asks a question, well, because I felt, here's the thing. I know this is live right now, but the way that these tutorials work that I do is they are also a replay. So we have a lot of people that go and watch the like somebody will get this and either they'll craft it on their own or they'll go watch the replay. So if someone was to ask that question on the replay, I just went and addressed it. If they don't care about it, they can skip over it. But it's live once and it's on the replay forever. So I feel like I try to answer people's questions when they're asked. Yes, welcome, Terry. Welcome. We're so glad that you're here. All right, this is the color Asphaltum. It is a darker brown, like it's going to be a dark brown. And I just want to age this just a little bit over the top of the brown that we already did. Okay. So I'm gonna also sand this frame, and when I sand it, I want there to be some dark brown, some light brown, some dark brown, some light brown. And so I'm just kind of spotty painting it. Trying to keep track of the time. Okay. Go over this. I'm gonna flip it around. Alright, so if you like the brown stain frame, you could do that and just leave it. Or you could add a little bit of extra brown. So this is kind of the before and after. So here's what it looks like before. Okay, right there. And then this is after adding a little bit of the brown. And then I'm going to put it over the top, like so. And then we're going to do our sides. So we want to age it just a little bit more because we're going to distress, and we want the brown to distress kind of the way everything else is. Some dark, some lights. I'm not doing like full coverage. Alright. Okay, so we're going to put this on this side, and then we're going to put this on this side. And then we're going to start doing all the distressing. Isn't it beautiful? I love how layered it looks. Alright, so we are done with all the things. Time is good, yes. Well, I also am going to try to have dinner before we do our craft show. So I want to have dinner because I don't know. We have a lot of craft kits to get through. It's probably going to go pretty quickly. There's not like, you know, all the variations and stuff. But I don't expect we'll have as long of a show. But we could. Alright. What do we do with that cabinet? Oh, let's set it over there. Alright. So if I distress too much, I have my sponges over here. So they're right here. Okay, just in case I need them. And then I still have my plate with the paint on it that I've just set aside. We're going to use both of our sandpapers for this, most likely. Okay. So we're going to use the 80 grit for a rougher look, and we're going to use this one for like not so much distressing. Okay, we're going to do a little combo. So I'm going to just move these aside, and we're going to do our back. Now the thing is you do not want to sand the red and then do the white, because it will put the red pigment onto the white and it will be pink. You don't want that. Use a non-wax brush for waxing. That is strange. It is not strange at all. Right here is a chip brush, okay? This is just a chip brush that looks like so. Let me get one and show it to you. And all I did was cut the bristles off to make it a little more stiff. Now, if you buy a wax brush, sometimes they're really expensive. And so they're usually a very tight, the bristles are very tight together. And I'm like, I have a really expensive wax brushes at home. And I'm like, do you really need it? No. So I use a chip brush. This is about 23 cents. And I cut it down. Just like that. I just cut the tip off and made it a really blunt, thicker, stiffer thing, and that's what I use. And I'll use this until it just starts to really fall apart. And I don't wash these. I don't wash out the wax. I just leave it like this, and I stick it over here, and I'm going to use it again until like these little bristles will start to eventually just like keep breaking off because they're worn down. And then I'll just get a new one. So you can use whatever brush you want to wax. There's no rules. You can use whatever you like. Use whatever you want. All right, so we're going to take this, okay, and we're going to go over our red. And you can see how it looks a little white, like you get a little bit of a white powdery look to it. That's because most paints, the base of the paint is a white. That's what I have found. Yeah, you've done the same thing. Yeah. So we're getting a little extra distressing here. Okay, and we're gonna do the middle red. And then we're gonna clean this out before we do the white. I'll probably distress that top one a little bit more. I'm also going to dark wax back over this. But you can see I've got red in my sandpaper. That is no go for white. Alright, so I'm going to take another piece of sandpaper, another piece, and I'm going to clean off all of that red that's kind of like built up in there and just get it off. And we want to dust off all the little particles from our red, and we're going to do our white. Our white, do this way. Okay, so now it's looking kind of tattered. All right, we're going to do where the stars are. Our piece back on. Now it's starting to look like that. This looks a little tattered, worn. Okay, now we're gonna do this. Okay, so this one's done. I'm gonna set it aside. Let's work on our blue. And I'm gonna get all the white out of my sandpaper to do the blue. Thank you. Ain't it cute? Alright, let's do our flowers. We need to be really careful with our flowers because they are on really skinny stems. So I'm going to try to hold this, and I'm just going to sand with the corner, my little petals, the bottom, and then the top of my yellow. And then I'm going to do lightly through the little stem. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. Do our yellow. And then our little stem. Our stem, stem. I'm going to hold this because it's wanting to still move. How cute. Gone 1 week without a single fit or a seizure. Girl, that is amazing. I don't know what you're doing different. But that is fantastic. All right, do our little stem. Let's do this one. And we'll do our stem here. I don't want it to break. Alright, so all of our flowers are distressed and sanded. Now they look like that. And we're going to do all the little overlay pieces the same way. We may not need to wax again. I don't know exactly where they go. Oh, it's called Pole Dark. Oh, and I've been watching, I watched Victoria. It's really good. I started watching the Corey Richins trial on YouTube. That whole trial is crazy. I watched the 48 Hours documentary about it, like the little show, and it's like, made her sound like she was so, like, he just died in his sleep. I don't think so. I have watched The Crown. In fact, I've watched it twice. I've watched it twice. Okay, I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. Do I want to wax again, or do I not want to wax again? I'm going to sand my, sandpaper back. I'm like, why did I do that? I'm not done. Gotta do our frame. Okay, so I want my frame to look kind of scratchy. So I'm gonna like just go and pushing pretty hard to get the look I want with my, and you can see like it's pulling off. Now we got the dark and the light. You like the British shows? I do too. I won't get on a plane to travel there, but I do like to watch the shows. I think it's very interesting. And I like the older periods, like Downton Abbey. I really like Downton Abbey. I mean, look at how cute this is. Okie doke. So, I think what I want to do is I think I'm going to do, somebody is going to be like, don't do it. I thought about stitches on the top of our flowers. I thought that would be cute too. Also, let me think for a second. Do I want to do some shading to our little flowers. I think I'm gonna. Just on the top. Love Downton Abbey. Have you watched the newest one? The newest movie? Like, I think it's called like the grand finale or something. We watched it. I've watched Called the Midwife. All Things Great and Small. I have not seen that. I need to add that to my watch list. And, okay, let's pull this off of here. I think what I'm going to do is along the edge of our white, I'm going to do a little bit of this gray. Not that it's going to show up too much. But just in case. Just in case. It needs a little more. What do you want to do for dinner?
Probably need to go be getting it.
I like that. Okay. All right, let's start putting everything together, shall we? So I'm just going to go over the red just a little. Just to kind of deepen it. Not adding any more wax because I'm already using what's on here. Okay. Just makes it a little bit richer. Got white on there. All right, let's glue it on, shall we? I'm going to leave the stars really bright, but I do want to add just a little bit, like, just some aging across there. I think that looks really good. All right, let's glue this. All right, we're using Stick Fast. This is Stick Fast Thick. And I'm gonna glue all the way around. And then my flowers are super delicate, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some glue to those. And we're gonna stick this on here. Make sure it lines up. Okay. Next.
Alright, I'll do that.
Where are you going? What do you want for dinner?
You want a sandwich?
What kind of sandwich?
I mean, one place is over there.
What one place?
Firehouse.
Is that what you want?
I don't care what we eat.
If you get Firehouse, I want the steak and cheese. What is it?
Philly? Steak and cheese?
Maybe the Philly, but no mustard. I don't want any mustard.
No mustard.
And if they have the potato soup, will you get the potato soup? A cup of potato soup.
Got it.
Okay. Hey, if they don't have the brown sugar cold foam, will you just get me a white mocha frappuccino? Yeah. Okay, thank you. My husband's gonna go grab our dinner. Sweet. All right, we're gonna put on our frame. All right, stick it on. Let's do this. Just get one started, and then we'll build from there. You're wearing one of the shirts you bought for me on Whatnot. Ooh, Leanne, I hope you love it. I hope you love your shirt. Oh, we've got white paint on here. Are you taking you're taking my car? Oh yeah, that's right. There's a white spot. Okay, just get it lined up. Y'all, I got paint on my edges. It is what it is. All right, let's go around to the next side and put this one on and stick this one in. That way we know we got everything lined up. Oh, it's already sticking. It's already sticking. Well, it ain't perfect over there. I'm just trying to clean it up on the little edges. Need like a little paint marker. Okay. Whoops. This is cute. Alrighty. Let's go on to our little flower bits. So we're going to do this big one over here. We're going to do this next big one here. And then there. There. And there. And a little one. So stinking adorable. All right, let's glue them on. Let's finish this up. How cute. I love this glue. Well, I have a love-hate relationship with this glue. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it sticks perfectly, and other times it doesn't do anything. You can put a hanger on this. You can lean it. You can prop it. You can do, you can do whatever you want to with it. But I think it's so super cute. All right, so let's do brown little stitches across the top of our little yellow bits. They're just subtle. And then you can go back over it. It started to get stuck right here, so this little corner is off just a little bit. Look at how pretty. Y'all, this is so cute. Okay, well, hopefully you guys like this one today. This is our craft for the day. Like I said, I'll be on momentarily to do our craft kit show on the Whatnot. So here we go. Isn't this so stinking cute? Don't you just love this? It's adorable. It's absolutely adorable. So this is, not sure which flag this is. It's called Floral Flag. It's 1, 2, or 3. We have 3 different ones. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I love it. I absolutely love it. Let me see if I can change over to this other view. Let me see if I can switch. It's not quite exactly what it should be. But y'all, you can prop it up. You can prop it up. Sorry, I need to move my camera back a little bit. But ain't it cute? That's our project for today. I adore it. So if you want to check this out and you're watching on the Facebook, you can comment the word fresh. This is in the newest collection. It is also in the spring collection, and I'm pretty sure I put this in the patriotic collection as well. If you are on YouTube, it's these all 3 different ones. There's 3 different versions. There's others. Are in the description. So thank you so much for being here. Let me switch back over here. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to be back on in just a little bit. We're going to talk about our Whatnot show. But I'll be back on Facebook. But otherwise, y'all, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great evening. I hope you are inspired. I hope this is something that maybe you want to craft for, like, just show your patriotism and things like that. So y'all enjoy your evening. I will be back again tomorrow, and I will